My name is Rayan, and I'm a little crazy for animals. This craziness runs in my blood like a gift I was born with. I remember one rainy afternoon when I was really small, maybe 5 or 6 years old. The rain was pouring down outside, drumming hard on the roof. Water had pooled on the streets, forming little puddles. I was standing by the window staring out. Suddenly I spotted it, a tiny puppy by the roadside. Its leg was broken, its body caked in mud, eyes filled with pain and helpless fear. Raindrops were falling on its fur, and it was shivering. It felt like it was looking right at me, begging for help. My heart skipped a beat. I ran to my mom. Mom, Mom, there's a puppy outside. Its leg is broken. It's crying. Mom was in the kitchen holding a spoon. She looked at me and smiled, but there was a hint of worry in her eyes. Rayan, you'll get soaked in the rain. Leave it. But how could I listen? I dashed outside. I got drenched, but I scooped it up in my arms. Its body was warm, trembling. Feeling that warmth in my hands, tears welled up in my eyes. I ran back to Mom, crying, Mom, we have to save it. It listens to me. Mom stroked my head and smiled. Rayan, it's like you understand the language of animals. They trust you. From that day on, animals weren't just animals to me. They became my silent companions in conversation. My childhood was like that. Our house was in a small lane in the city, a two-story building with a little courtyard in front. Mom planted flowers there, roses, hibiscus, and a big mango tree. I'd sit under the tree and animals would come around. The deep warmth when you stroke a dog's fur, the soft purring when you gently pet a cat's throat, even the strange joy of watching a frog leap. All of it was magic to me. Once I found an injured pigeon. Its wing was broken. I brought it home and bandaged it. Mom would say, Rayanne, are you going to be a doctor? I'd laugh, but honestly, being with animals calmed my mind. As I grew older, I realized this love was my refuge from loneliness. I went to school but had few friends. Talking to people made my throat tighten, my eyes drop, my hands shake. When the teacher asked a question in class, even if I knew the answer, I couldn't speak. I'd come home and go to the animals. They never judged, never laughed. They just existed unconditionally. I had a cat named Mew, white and black with green eyes. At night, it would sleep on my bed, purring. Mom would say, Rayan, animals talk to you. I believed it. But life isn't always easy. Mom passed away when I was 18. Cancer. I spent her last days in the hospital. Holding my hand, she said, Rayan, you won't be alone. You have your animals, and you have your love. After Mom left, the house started feeling empty. Dad was gone long before an accident when I was 10. It was just Mom and me. Now, just me. The house felt empty. One Saturday morning, I woke up to soft sunlight streaming through the window. My room is small but cozy. Next to the bed, a little table with Mom's photo on it. In the picture, she's smiling with that familiar love in her eyes. As soon as I opened my eyes, it hit me. The house felt so empty. There's a carton of milk in the fridge, apples and bananas arranged on the table, a new series notification blinking on the TV. But there's no one to say, Good morning, Rand. Get up. I'll make tea. Mom used to say that every morning. She'd make tea and call me. Now I make it myself, but it doesn't taste the same. I sat up in bed. Didn't feel like getting out. I opened the window and looked outside. Birds singing, people walking on the street. But in my room, just silence. The tick-tock of the clock on the wall. I thought, I need a new companion. But not a dog or cat. I've had plenty before. Dogs, cats, even fish. This time, something different. Someone who won't just eat and sleep, but talk to me, listen to my sorrows, laugh with me. I thought, how about a parrot? They talk. I remembered stories from childhood, parrots that speak like humans. I made morning tea. Sipping the hot tea, I decided, I'll go to the pet shop today. The old pet shop in the city, my childhood sanctuary, memories of the pet shop. I left around noon. Walking down the street, old memories flooded back. The city has changed, but the pet shop is still in the same place, in a small alley under an old building. A signboard in front, Ahmed Pet House. I pushed the door open and the bell rang. Ding ding. Inside it's dimly lit but comforting. The smell is still the same. Dry hay fragrance, sweet scent of seeds, damp touch of wooden cages, and somewhere a hint of sweet fruit. Cages all around, puppies barking, kittens playing, birds squawking. Mr. Ahmed was at the counter, white beard, glasses on his eyes. He saw me and winked with a smile. Rayan Babu, it's been so long. What are you looking for today? Another injured bird? When I was little, I'd often bring injured animals here. Mr. Ahmed would treat them and give me chocolate. I smiled and said, no, Uncle. This time something special. Not just a pet, but a friend. One that will talk, chat with me. He thought for a moment and pointed to a cage in the corner. Come, see this one. In the cage sat a green parrot, its feathers shiny like emeralds, with golden tips on each one. They sparkled in the light, its eyes like black pearls, gleaming as if it understood everything. I went closer. It felt like it recognized me right away, as if saying, I've been waiting for you. There was a depth in its eyes, like it held many stories. This bird, Mr. Ahmed whispered, belonged to an actor before. His name was Rafiq Saib, a big name in theater. The bird doesn't just talk, it sings, recites poetry, even remembers dialogues. It can say lines from asterisk, Hamlet asterisk, to be or not to be, like it's on stage. But, he paused, sadness in his eyes. After Rafiq Said passed away, it hasn't spoken to anyone. Sits in the cage, quiet, eats, sleeps, but no words. I've tried a lot, but its heart is broken. I laughed. Moody? I'm moody too. I'll take this one. It felt like we were the same, both carrying sorrow, both staying silent. Mr. Ahmed smiled. All right, but be careful, Rayan. You have to love it. Its previous owner loved it dearly. I paid the bill and took the cage. The cage was light, but felt heavy in my heart. On the way home, I held it close to my chest. People on the street stared. A little boy ran up and asked, Brother, does the bird talk? I smiled and said, I hope so. I named the bird Buddy because it would be my friend. Buddy means friend. The way home felt long. I got on the bus, sat by the window with the cage on my lap. Buddy sat quietly. I whispered, Buddy, Will you stay with me? It blinked and looked at me, but said nothing. First night, silence and a sneeze. I got home and opened the door. The house was dark. I turned on the lights, placed the cage on the table. The table is Mom's old one, wooden with a flower vase on top. I opened the cage. Come, buddy, come out. It hesitated a bit, then slowly stepped out. I spread a soft cloth on the table and sat it there, held a sunflower seed in my hand. Hey, buddy, eat. Silence. I tried more. What's up, parrot? How are you? Like the new home? My voice full of excitement, but it just stared. Its eyes had a question. Who are you? Will you abandon me? My eyes had hope. Will you talk? We stared at each other. In the room, just the sound of the fan. I looked at its feathers. So beautiful. Green, shiny, its beak small but strong. Suddenly it blinked and sneezed. Achoo! So loud that my glasses shifted and papers on the table flew. I burst out laughing. You sneeze but don't talk? Great start. It looked at me as if saying, shut up. That night I sat beside it, made dinner, fried eggs, bread, gave it some fruit. It ate, but quiet. Night grew late. I lay in bed watching it. It went into the cage and fell asleep, feathers softening. I thought, maybe it needs time. It has sorrow too. My eyes closed, but sleep wouldn't come. Mom's words echoed. The next day, first words. Morning. Sunlight on the window. Birds singing outside. I got up and made tea, opened a packet of biscuits, and placed it in front of Buddy. It woke up, picked a biscuit, and started nibbling. I sat watching. Suddenly, in a clear voice, more! I froze. The biscuit packet fell from my hand. You spoke, my voice trembling. Buddy nodded its head and said, Chill, Rayan. My heart leaped. You know my name? I went closer. Of course, it said calmly. I live in your room, Rayan. Last night in your sleep, you cried, Mom. Your pillow was wet, and you sat in front of Mom's picture saying, I'm alone. Tears filled my eyes. Mom passed 5 years ago. I never told anyone how much I cry, but Buddy knows. I placed my hand on his feathers. Soft, warm. You see my sorrow? Buddy rubbed its beak on my finger. I see and hear. When you cry, my chest hurts too. There was tenderness in its voice. In that moment, I understood. Bud isn't just a bird. It's my mirror, is Buddy's bad words. After that, Buddy started talking. At first, short words. Water, fruit, turn on the light. But slowly its personality emerged. And it was funny, but embarrassing. One day, my friend Arif came over. Arif is my school friend. We still keep in touch. He sat on the sofa. I was making tea in the kitchen. Suddenly, Buddy shouted, Rayan practices his hairstyle in the mirror. He asks himself, how do I look? And last night, he was spinning around saying, am I handsome? And taking selfies. Arif rolled on the floor laughing. What, man, true? I turned red with embarrassment. From the kitchen, I yelled, Buddy, shut up! But Buddy was laughing, parrot style, shaking its head. Another night I was singing Mom's favorite song, Inside Me, Outside Me, in my heart of hearts. My voice isn't great, but I sing. Buddy suddenly said, Rayan sings before sleeping at night. but he gets the tune wrong and cries and calls mom's name. I laughed, but tears came. You know my sorrow too? Buddy climbed on my shoulder, its feet small but firm. I know, that's why I stay. Buddy's bad words made me laugh, but also think. It knows my secrets, but it doesn't judge, questions and promises. One evening, the sun was setting. The sky red. I sat in front of Buddy's cage and asked, "Do you like me?" Buddy was quiet for a bit, shook its feathers, then said, sometimes. My chest tightened. What? I buy biscuits for you, toys, talk to you. Buddy looked at me. Its eyes held old sorrow. The previous owner did the same. Rafiq Sahib. He taught me songs. Buddy, sing, he'd say. I'd sing. He took me to the theater. The audience clapped. Then one day he went to the hospital and never came back. I waited in the cage, but no one came. I don't trust anymore. My throat choked. I placed my hand on his feathers. I won't go, Buddy. I promise. Buddy was quiet, then said, Okay, I like you now, but I'll never sing with you again. I smiled and hugged it. You won't sing? You're my companion. Buddy rested its head on my shoulder and whispered, If you stay, I'll sing, but only for you. Songs and friendship. From then on, we sang together. At first, Buddy stayed quiet. I'd sing, it would listen. Slowly it joined in, its voice clear, sweet. When inside me, outside me, and my heart of hearts comes from Buddy's voice, tears come to my eyes. Because Buddy isn't just a bird, it's my lost mom's memory, my companion in loneliness, my truest friend. One day I told it, Buddy, you've changed my life. It smiled and said, and you've opened my cage. And me, I'm no longer alone.